Hello, I'm Andrew Pocock, the British High Commissioner to Canada, and I'd like to share a few thoughts with you on the British view of the War of 1812. For Britain, this was an unwanted overseas conflict, on the periphery of our global struggle with France. By way of context, that had been ongoing for almost a generation. In the summer of 1812, Napoleon had just invaded Russia. The British army under Wellington was slowly winning a hard and protracted campaign in Spain, and the Royal Navy's chief task was its blockade of Napoleon's continental empire. The fate of Europe was in the balance, and this was a greater focus, as you can imagine, of British concern than a war with the United States. There were no battles in the War of 1812 of the scale or significance of Trafalgar and Waterloo, and perhaps as a consequence the conflict is not widely remembered, except among historians. But Britain took seriously its defense of Canada. General Isaac Brock organized an inspired initial campaign and forged an early alliance with Tecumseh and Canada's First Peoples. British regulars formed the military backbone, and the Royal and Merchant Navies maintained command of the sea, no mean logistical feat, and transported the troops and supplies that made possible the successful retention of the Canadas. When the Treaty of Ghent was finally signed in December 1814, there was no territorial loss or gain, and British-American relations broadly settled down. But as a footnote, British actions contributed two iconic additions to US history: the Star-Spangled Banner, which was written by Francis Scott Key while a captive on Admiral Cochrane's flagship at the Siege of Baltimore — the bombs bursting in air were ours — and the White House, the brickwork of which was so deeply scorched by British fire that the Executive Mansion was painted immortally white. But what followed the war is its most important legacy: 200 years of peace and prosperity between Britain, Canada, and the United States, as well as a profound and lasting political, economic, security, and cultural partnership. Something, I think, well worth commemorating. Thank you.